Hi guys! Today we are going foraging for wild medicinal plants that are just growing wild all over our yard. So the first plant that I came across is wild plantain. And it is root and all. I'm harvesting plantain and clover because I'm going to dry them and I'm going to make them into a tea and also salves. So, this one's a little beat up, but there's some good leaves on there. You can eat this, and there's actually some longer parts to this if it was grown a little longer, that you can eat the seed pods. But you can definitely eat the leaves. I mean, you can drink it. So we're gonna harvest these little guys. Oh, that's a nice one. Oh, see, waited long enough, and it would start sprouting these little guys right here. You can see that. Oh, that little guy. There you go. Those things shoot straight up, and then they kind of flower. The nice thing about wild medicinal plants is there's no maintenance. Absolutely no maintenance. You don't have to grow them. You don't have to water them. You don't have to do anything with them other than you don't put any pesticides or herbicides next to these little beauties. Yeah. Oh, yeah, you can see these are a little longer. Right down by my feet. All right, so you've got two different types of plantain. Still can use both of them. So this is like a more wider leaf. And this guy right here, these leaves are a little skinnier. And then, yeah, there's a little stems. See that? So both really good. So we're gonna take both. Well, let's go walking over this way so we can harvest some more. So if you ever go out foraging, like in your yard, or if you're out camping and go foraging, make sure before you go ahead and before you go and start picking these plants that you know what you're picking. Um, know your plant, because you could get really sick by eating it, drinking it, or even just putting it on your skin. It can really irritate your skin. Um, so just be mindful on what you're picking. Try to be as knowledgeable as you possibly can on your plants. Um, whether you go on Google to search for those plants and know what they are, or you can go on to your phone app, like the store app, and you can download plant identifier, to basically you download the app and you go ahead and you take a picture of that plant, and it pops up and it tells you what the plant is and what it does, whether it's harmful or if it's good. So yeah, just always know what you're picking. That one was a little rough getting out. I didn't want the grass. It's funny because it's like growing in my yard in the grass. Or it's a little easier to get out of the ground, and I don't leave big, giant holes in the yard. Oh, here we go. Here's one. All right. And here's another medicinal plant. Get that out of there. That is chamomile. It's got that pineapple smell. Mm. And it hasn't flowered yet. I'm kind of waiting a little longer, and then I'll pick the tops of those. But I can kind of show you. All right, right, right here is my potted chamomile that I did by seed, and then this is what I picked. This guy is a little greener than the other, but they're both chamomile. So you can most definitely pick this and dry it, or just do it fresh. I like to dry mine because if I don't use it right away, then I mean, obviously it's going to dry out sooner or later if I don't use it. So I just usually just dry them all and then stick them in my jars. And then when the time comes to making a tea, then I'll go ahead and make a tea out of the dry stuff. Mm, God, I love the smell of this. Almost ready. Not quite. I'm going to wait a little longer, but I've got an abundance of chamomile. Can never have too much chamomile because I want to make, I still want to do my teas. Definitely going to do tinctures this year and salves. Yeah. Oh, okay. Let's go and find some white clover. Well, since we were walking over to the white clover, I came across something else. This guy right here, this is yarrow. I did not do this by seed. Well, although I do have some that I plant by seed, and it's not flowered yet, but that's okay because well, I guess we're picking the whole thing. Ah, super pretty little white flowers. And yarrow does come in other colors, like a multicolor, like yellow, there's pink, and an orange. And it's so great for if you get like a cut and you start to bleed, this stops the bleeding. Oh, we're going to let you be off the plant. A spider. Here. Okay. Non-spidered plants. Not a lot, but that's okay. We'll take what we can get. All right, white clover. Oh, they have a little sweet smell to them. They're so pretty. So I'll dry these as well, and I will stick them in tea and make some salves out of this as well. Mm. And I have an abundance, like all over the property of the white clover. As I was picking for the white clover, I came across the red ones. Yeah, we're gonna collect those as well. I'm not going to pick all of these because I want them to go to seed so they can scatter and grow next year. So we're just going to pick what we can and leave the rest for them to go to seed. We're going to go and find some more clover. Oh, here we go. Ooh. Dang, those are some big heads. Look at the heads on those suckers. Those are huge. Those are big. Sure does make it easier to pick when they're big like this. And there's just absolutely no way that I can pick them all. There's just so many. So I'll pick what I need and then just let the rest go to seed. I'm a little too late. Bummer. That's all right. So what I have over here, this is the wild rose. And unfortunately, I was too late to harvest them and they've already bloomed and fell off and that's it. So not a total loss because on this plant right here, there's rose hips on these plants. And you can harvest them when they're ready. They really don't want to pick, but I'll pick. If you can see it. So one side is turning color and the other side is green. This will turn red. This will turn red. And you can make syrups, jam, an oil, a salve, tea. I am going to make tea out of it, but then I also really want to make a salve out of it for the skin. So not quite ready, but I've got bush is like all over. So although I missed the boat on getting and harvesting the roses, they're still the rose hips. And I've never worked with rose hips before, but I'm excited this year. I heard that if you wait until after a few frosts, then it becomes much sweeter. And that would be good for, like, if you're going to do jam, or if you're going to do a tea. Salve, I'd still wait a little longer because it's just not ready yet. But if you're going to do jams, or if you're going to do a tea, after like 2 or 3 frosts is the best time to harvest these. Yeah. Sorry, I sacrificed one, but they're loaded. I mean, not completely loaded, but they're all over. And I've got them all over here, and I've got them over on the other side, and then I have some down over towards the garden. So yeah, I'll have to just wait on that to harvest. Rose hip everywhere. I'll have to mark it on my calendar when to pick those rose hips so I don't miss the boat on that. Because I am going to make tea, my salves, maybe make a syrup out of it. That sounds really good. Maybe do rose hip syrup for pancakes. That sounds pretty good. We'll see. Well, I got a nice little goodie basket without doing anything but wait for it to grow. No maintenance whatsoever on this wild medicinal plant, which is really nice. So now I'm going to go ahead and take it inside, clean it on up, get it in my dehydrator. Once it's dehydrated, I'll put them in their jars and then save them for future use, which will be in the very near future, because I want to make some more salves, especially the plantain. So let's go inside and get that going. hope you guys enjoyed watching this video. If you did, give us a big thumbs up and maybe consider subscribing to the channel. See you guys on the next one. Bye guys!